Hello and welcome to Other Nonsense. This week we're going to take a look at a new favourite of mine, which comes from the author behind the Bosma Armour Pack, which is the Noldor Content Pack. The mod contains 4 armour sets separated into 2 tiers, with 3 new weapons, male and female support, as well as weight sliders. It's obvious that these armours are very inspired by the design of the elves in the Lord of the Rings films, as they have a really cool golden elvish feel, and these look great for a Altmerry Dominion / High Elven playthrough. All the newly added armours have been added to the level list, so you'll find them in the world on enemies and in chests and stuff, and you can also craft them through the smithing trees with the right perks. The 2 tiers of armour are suited to accommodate mid to high level characters, which is really nice as it allows you to use the armour without feeling completely overpowered midway through the game. I really like this feature, as I've used many mods in the past before which add some really cool looking armour, but they're only at the top level of the game, so it feels like when you're starting off a new character, you're using really OP gear, which just makes the game far too easy. Right, so the first tier of the armours are specified for the mid to low level characters, and they require the Elven Smithing perk. So within that, you'll get the Noldor armour, the Eldar armour, the Rivendell armour, and the Noldor Guard armour. And with each armour set, you get a full set of armour, so a chest, a helmet, pair of gloves, a pair of boots, and they also come with a shield. So moving on to the tier 2 armors, these are designed for the high level characters, and they approximately have the same stats as ebony armor. So within the tier 2 armors you get the Royal Noldor armor, the Royal Eldar armor, the Royal Rivendell armor, and Elrond's armor. A second feature that I really love about this mod is that the author didn't just stop at making a few armors, and completed the whole aesthetic by adding 2 tiers of weapons matching the armors, as well as adding some really unique capes, which is similar to what they did with the Bosma Content Pack. As well as there being 2 tiers of armors in this mod, there's also 2 tiers of weapons, and the first tier is the Noldor weapons, which are sort of just the basic weapons, and they require the Elven Smithing perk and are around the same sort of quality as the Elven weapons from Vanilla, and that include the Noldor bow, Noldor arrows, the Noldor greatsword, and the Noldor sword. And the Royal Noldor weapons, which are the second tier of weapons included in the pack, which require the glassmithing perks, and they slightly better than ebony, so it will keep it nice and balanced, and that's exactly the same. To differentiate the two, they have slightly different textures. Moving on to the capes in this mod, which are very similar to the capes in the Bosma Armour Pack. There are 2 types of cape. There is the normal Noldor cape, and there's the Noldor cape with vest, and they work very well with all the armors, but I wouldn't recommend using them without using the Noldor armors themselves. As you can probably tell, this is one of my more favourite armor mods, as the author has implemented the armors very well into the world of Skyrim. Whereas a lot of armor mods just add 1 or 2 armors here and there, just plonk them in the world, or just put them in the chest or on a particular NPC. Whereas this one, you makes really good use of the level lists as well as crafting, which is very similar to immersive armors. On the subject of immersive armors, this mod complements several other really lore-friendly armor packs, such as immersive armors and the Bosma pack, as they have a it still feels like a very vanilla aesthetic feel to them, while still retaining very, very high quality meshes and textures. However, there is one feature that I would really like to see of this mod, which is if there was an elven replacer, as I really like these models compared to the vanilla ones, as they just have a really, really unique feel to them that makes the vanilla models seem a bit bulky and a bit boring in comparison. To install this mod, just like any other, it's the easiest thing in the world. All you want to do is hit that download with manager, off you go, whack open the Nexus mod manager. You want to find the old Noldor pack. There you go, Noldor Content Pack. Double click that, make sure it's activated in the plugins window, and you're more or less good. It's one of the easiest mods in the world to install. And if you really like this mod, I recommend you endorse it, because it really helps the creators for the mod get their mod out there. Yeah, so I think that's been it. So I will see you next time.